Hi, I'm Amy, and welcome to Highly Articulated Toy Reviews. I am here with Kyle, and today we are talking about the Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S system, the Highly Articulated Character Kit system, otherwise known as customizable action figures.
It's a good glimpse of mine. I have the warrior skeleton, part of the Army of the Dead.
Flip it around and show the back.
Yeah, the back is really neat. It shows the other available characters, but it gives you an enormous amount of information, mythical information on this character. If you want to read the whole thing, I think you can pause the video and you can probably get a good enough glimpse of it there and you can read the whole thing. The long and short of it on mine is that warrior skeletons are past dead soldiers, whether they've been Greek, Roman, Athenian, Amazonian, you know, any past dead warriors, and they're raised by the gods to defend the gates of Olympus or Hades when their main forces are otherwise engaged in battle. So they're kind of like a last resort force.
Cool. And I have the River Styx Guardian. I'm going to go ahead and flip mine over as well for you to read. But long and short is that they are guarding the river Styx, which is the other side are all the dead souls. So the guardians are keeping people from going back and forth between basically the underworld. So pretty cool stuff.
It is
pretty
cool.
Detailed.
I believe this is their first like series, but it's comprised of at least, I mean, here it says wave 5, wave 6, wave 7. So there's been several waves. And as far as the first series goes, it's kind of Greek, Roman influence, but it does have the enemies, which are gorgons. So it sounds like maybe these serpent warriors came back into the world.
So they've kind of done a mashup of maybe some historical...
Yeah, historical fiction.
Mythology and then adding in some new.
Definitely
enemies.
Collector's packaging because you can reseal everything if you wanted to. This thing just literally, there's folds here, it slides right out. You get this really awesome card. The card art is really cool.
Yeah, worth saving.
And so it does say clearly on the front here for adult collectible for ages 15 and up. And after playing around with some, I would probably agree with that statement. Each figure comes with a little stand, which isn't too much to behold. It just says boss fight, and it has 2 pegs for their feet to go on. The skeleton warriors have a little clip because their feet don't have pegs. Pops right out.
About how they are maybe a bit on the delicate side when you're unpacking them.
Yeah, you want to be a bit careful unpacking them. Not that I've really necessarily broken any, but I would just be delicate.
They are very articulated. They have a lot of movable parts.
Extremely. And again, be delicate when moving the joints for the first time. If one is really stubborn, maybe warm it up. You know, paint can get in there and become stiff, and you don't want to break it. Even though I haven't broken one yet, I can't say that. And these are not my first ones. So.
Trying to be delicate.
I have not broken anything
So these
yet.
come with kind of their garb already. We have like a little warrior outfit on him. He's got some boots and some sandals as well, or shin guards, I should say, not boots. And then I've got some swords. I've got the stand that you mentioned.
Show that shield and that helmet nice and close. They really look cool. Nice paint app.
There's his shield, and then his helmet.
And I like yours. Did they get the green eyes and this ghostly face
I didn't
on
get
there?
him up there quite yet. It was still kind of...
That is a really cool face paint.
Yeah.
All right, mine here is a kind of a painted standard skeleton that they sell. They sell blanks. He's armored though, which is cool, and it's hard to armor the skeletons yourself, so I like being able to buy this one how it is. He looks great. His jaw even opens. I mean, highly articulated is an understatement for this line. They come apart into, I don't know how many pieces. Their hands come off, their heads come off, their feet come off. You know, if you can't tell, we kind of love buildable action figures that you can customize. It's been a common theme almost through this whole thing. So I'm going to slide on my helmet here, which looks extraordinarily badass. I have 2 weapons and a shield, and I do have a built-in sheath. So I'm going to sheath my sword in that. Just kind of built
like a pocket,
right in there.
Mine was meant to go over the shoulder, right?
Yeah, you can do either or. It looks like you can sheath one there, and it's probably the smaller sword may you have 2, so Yeah, show
Nice.
that. I
Okay.
think you can do 2 different storage, weapon storage. It's a tight fit. It's a tight fit. I've played around with 1 or 2 of these.
Did not want to break it. So far, so good.
The shields have an arm cuff and a hand grip. Now, this is perhaps my biggest minor gripe. I still really like this line, but it's hard. It's easy to get the hand grip, or the forearm grip in there, but once you get that in there, it is very difficult to can get that hand to grip around that handle. And on some warriors with bigger arms, it doesn't matter, but on this guy, if he can't grip it, it's falling right off. So it's gonna take me long enough to do this that I may have to just... And I'm sure the more you do it, there's gonna be a trick to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get used to it.
exactly. There's gotta be a trick to it. I actually almost got this one my first try. I think I can use this spear to maybe help me out here.
Yeah, I'm afraid as I try to get these on here that I'm going to scrape off some of the paint. Have you noticed that?
I haven't done it. No, I've had that same fear, but it has not ever realized. So
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I had to take his hand off to get the shield on there. And now I'm
with the bigger forearm guys,
yeah.
that's part of it. I did get the skeleton. I did get him on there.
Or
Took a minute, but his hand's in there. Looks badass.
maybe I'll just
You know, and again, highly articulated to the fullest extent, you know.
yeah. So we'll kind of mess with that, but anyway, he's holding the shield at least.
And these are 3.75 inch figures, so G.I. Joe size, original Star Wars size. I mean, here we go. He has a bigger spot to grip the spear so that he can hold it a little better because it was not really working that well.
Yeah.
I mean, here we go. I mean,
Wow, that's cool.
he is cool.
I
He's
love the
very cool.
metallic
Look at that paint job on that shield. And I believe these are probably all hand painted. This is a pretty cool company. I don't know a ton about them. They've been around for quite a while. I know they've been around, I think, since at least maybe 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So and there you go. Can we get a shot of that? He actually will stand on his own, which is amazing. I mean, he did actually for a minute. No, so that's awesome. That's wants an action figure that can stand on his own.
Or with a stand.
And then there he is with a stand, right? So we've got the shield, and
All decked out.
and he's still got another weapon, so
Still
we
has
can,
another weapon.
we can throw
Some
another
more
weapon
hands,
in there.
yeah.
And they have different hands, and I think that's part of this mystery, maybe, is that some of these hands are probably
For different weapons, maybe.
a little more grippable, I would imagine. Yeah. All right. So in a nutshell, here's a good shot of him. Yeah, that slings over the back. So you've got 2. Really cool helmet. I mean, this guy's paint apps are like, I mean, my imagination is running wild, literally.
I'm going to say my favorite thing is I love the history. I love the fact that, it's based on mythology, that it is, just kind of a throwback, that it's informative and interesting and you're learning something. So I love that. What's your favorite thing?
My favorite thing about it is that I'm obsessed with this era of time and mythology, and there isn't a lot of toys at all out there that address that. So they go well with like castle play sets, hint, hint. We might review one of those in an episode or 2. And there's nothing else like that. So they're going to be really fun for me to photograph. They're very realistic. So you could do really cool photograph. Highly articulated. The posing is awesome. I really like them. Like I said, I would recommend keeping them out of the hands of anyone probably under the age of about 15, as they recommend, because it's just too much for them. But overall, I love them. So we're going to end with a final shot of the two warriors here.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoyed talking toys with you and can't wait to talk toys again.